What was it like interacting with Anurag Kashyap? You'd met him before?
Not before this film.
Okay.
I mean, I can't remember if I'd run into him at events, but I didn't know him. What I realized was he's the most unfiltered person I've ever met. And that's the thing, right? You have an armor most times that protect all your thoughts from going out. And therefore, what ends up happening is people don't necessarily judge you because you've made sure you've made it correct enough so that they're not offended. And what is so beautiful about him is he's truly the most honest person I've ever met. And that makes him amazing because that means that he's like that 5-year-old who told you something so brutally honest and you have to live with that. And that was great as a metric for Dacoit because he would tell us exactly what something made him feel.
In the writing and other things.
Writing, song, scene, edit, every time he saw something. And if he liked it, he liked it. If he didn't, he didn't. And that really pushed us to work hard and make something much better than it would have been.
Okay.
Plus, add to that, you have India's best Hindi dialogue writer on set for free because he's playing a role.
Yeah.
So, we'd run, sometimes we just sneak a scene to him saying, sir, इसमें आप नहीं है, लेकिन आप ऐसे देखिए कुछ, मतलब कुछ लगा तो. And then he'd be like, ये दोनों कुछ ऐसा हो तो अच्छा रहेगा. I think it's also beautiful that he's so humble. He doesn't, for him, a film being told in Singhala is the same as a film being told in Hindi, is the same as a film being told in French. So for him, there's no language superiority, there's no cultural superiority. Does the film touch my heart, yes or no? Or does it do whatever it aspires to do? I thought that was quite beautiful, just to have that kind of a person on set.
But did you also have intense film conversations? Because you're this film geek, right? So
I'm not really. I'm your simple popcorn watcher.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a geek. I only remember the films that are memorable for me. That makes me sound like I know about it a lot, but I don't.
Okay.
No, he's truly a film geek. Like when you go into his projection room and you see the rows and rows and rows and rows and library DVDs, and that's something else.
When you told me he had moved from Bombay to Bangalore,
Bangalore, yeah.
My first thought was, how did you manage to get all those DVDs?
I don't think he did. I think they're still there.
I think so. I mean, I just was thinking, because when I went there was this entire wall, and it looked like a DVD library times 10.
Yes.
Do you remember the DVD libraries where you used to go? And
I was there recently.
Yeah.
And it's getting more. There was this one experience that happened. We were shooting in a Mandwa house. We were sitting outside. Somebody showed up. Sir, nen gurtunnana, he said in Telugu. And the moment he said, yeah. And suddenly he looks at me and says, yeah, I met him 7-8 years ago. What are you up to? And that guy said, sir, I'm just trying to be an AD on your films if possible. And he looks at his assistant and goes, book him a ticket. Will you come tomorrow? You can stay here and here. I'll arrange a living place for you. And you can work for me. I'm like, wait, what just happened? He just made somebody's life. And he didn't even think of it. He only looked at it from a place of art. So that's been my experience with Anurag.
Did you ask him what made him think that person would make a good AD?
No, they had a prior connection from 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that he was able to there's no diplomacy. What are the stories we hear? I had to stand outside his office for 2 years before the director finally said, why are you coming here? And I said, I want to be your assistant. And finally, that's what we hear growing up. And I'm seeing something absolutely democratic and beautiful on the other side.